Greetings, greetings, and we are back. We're the channel where we talk about everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, and we make it fun, and we look at all the headlines so you don't have to. Why would you watch this channel? That's a good question. Well, because if you're someone that likes learning about the news, the headlines, and what's going on, but you don't have the time to do it, that's where we can come in. We can give you a lot of the news and headlines, and we can break down. We're not only going to give you the news and headlines, but we're going to break down some of the companies in the headlines on TradingView in the tickers. Now, by breakdown, I mean we're going to give you some of the chart patterns. We're going to give you some of the indicators, and we're also going to give you show you some of the earnings, the profits, the revenue, stuff like that. Not too in-depth analysis, but some anyway. So yeah, if you, for example, yes, greetings, welcome. For example, my name is James. I'm from the U.S. I'm from the Midwest, and there's not a whole lot going on in the Midwest market-wise, just farming and sports, and I wasn't really good at either one of those, but I had an affinity for the numbers, and my affinity for the numbers took me into engineering. So I went to engineering school, and basically charts, numbers, patterns, that's kind of where I got my curiosity for the market, stuff like that. So that's a little bit about me. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. Some of the news headlights for today. We've got Oracle here. Let me get this one up. Oracle. I didn't say it was good news. I just said it was news. Oracle's cutting thousands of jobs in their latest round of layoffs to ramp up more AI spending. It employs 162,000 in May 2025, and the stock is down 25% this year, dropping more than all the tech's mega caps. And for example, probably going to be cutting 20 to 30,000 employees could lead to $8 to $10 billion in free cash flow. Again, that's the article right there. Ryan, greetings and welcome. Another one that we'll get into is Microsoft here. Dun, dun, dun. Microsoft, again, not exactly the best news. Greetings, welcome. Everything U.S. markets and U.S. headlines is what you walked into. This is an educational channel. We're not here to sell you anything, but we are here to show you some of the news, the headlines, and then break down some of the tickers on TradingView. So Microsoft closed its worst quarter on Wall Street since 2008. On AI concerns, Microsoft lost almost 1/4, yes, 25% of its value in the first 3 months of the year, its steepest quarterly drop since 2008 financial crisis. We'll get more in depth into this article coming up. I just wanted to give you a preview of what's coming. Hogs, what's up? What is it? Greetings, welcome. And then right here, some of the other software right here. For example, software stocks. Where is this one? Software, where was it? Down here, I think it was down here. Some of the software stocks, yes, right here. Some of the software stocks also are getting pummeled. Adobe, Atlassian, ServiceNow are also getting killed at the same time. And silver, we'll talk a little bit about silver as well. Silver. Headline is silver just had its worst month in 15 years. So what do investors see next? Well, for example, right now, last I checked, it was sitting at 74.26, and unpasteurized milk, there we go. And I like to drink unpasteurized milk. All right, good to know. Thanks for sharing. Yes, and then right here, they had a drop in 19.7%. Worst month in 15 years. We'll talk more a little bit about silver, also a little bit about gold here as well. Gold is experiencing a little bit of a rebound, but for example, where is it? Right now, I think last time I checked, it was at about, 4,719 right there. So a little bit of a rebound right now. We'll talk about gold as well. Also, we'll talk about Unilever. What's going on with Unilever? Well, Unilever is $16 billion move. They're going to, they're selling most of its food business to McCormick. It's a $15.7 billion deal. There's that. Also, we'll talk a little bit about Delta. What's up with Delta? Delta Airlines taps Amazon LEO, which is low Earth orbit. Amazon low Earth orbit for its in-flight Wi-Fi as streaming wars heat up. And there we go. And we'll talk about some of what's going on with it. Also, TSMC, for those of you who are on top of the chips, Taiwan Semiconductor, gold broke above, still thinking another leg down is needed. Yes, Hogs, I get you. So you're thinking there's going to be another pullback before it rebounds higher, okay? Could be. I still see a good future in gold, but maybe there will be another pullback before. Also, what is this? Yeah, TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor plans 3 nanometer chip production launch in Japan, and that'll be by 2028. And Jason, greetings. Lacey, hello. Also, another update about, we talked about a little bit about Microsoft right here. Worst quarter on record, but also Microsoft is on track to invest where is it? Microsoft right here. On track to invest 5.5 billion in Singapore by 2029. That's an update on them. And then if you're curious about NVIDIA, what's the newest with them? NVIDIA had a surprising first quarter. Their stock tanked 7.6% in the first quarter. Well, I appreciate that. Good vibes. All right, now let's go back. Let's see. The first one we'll go in depth with. That's just kind of a preview of what's to come. If you have a ticker or something, let me know. Faja, hello, greetings, welcome. And here we go. Let's dive into this one first. Microsoft. Where is it? Oracle. Oh yeah, Oracle is the first one. Yeah, Oracle. Here we are, cutting thousands of jobs for AI. Again, about all this job creation from AI, I'm not sure, but here we go. Thousands of jobs from AI. Oracle's more rounds of layoffs, and Oracle, which employed 162,000 people as of May 2025. The stock price is down 25% this year. Dropping more than all the tech mega caps. There's that. And then also I had it cutting 20 to 30,000 employees could lead to $8 to $10 billion in free cash flow. I saw that in this article as well. But where was that? It's in here. Yeah, right here. Cutting 10 to 20,000 could lead. Yeah, that's it right there. So let's jump in here. Let's take a look right here at Oracle. Oracle. Here we go. Okay. FIA. Let's see. I only trade metals. Haven't made one bad trade in 2 years. It's so easy. Good stuff. So about us. I'm 18. Studying ICT strategy. I'm trading. I'm studying more and more until I'm ready to buy a proper firm account. Okay. Education is the key, Fia. The best thing you can do is just keep on learning. Don't just put money into something you don't know about and just watch it disappear. Keep learning, stay motivated, and find a way to make it interesting. You'll have more motivation if you find what sectors are more interesting to you and what makes you want to learn it more. That's where the motivation comes from. Copper is underpriced. Woman, you don't know anything about markets. It's all right. Welcome. This is an educational channel. We're not. This is not a sales channel. So, we can all breathe. A sigh of relief. Yes, there we go. Market is something you can predict with graphs, etc. Let's see. You learn the most being sitting in the huts. True. Okay, let's take a look at Oracle. I'll be tuning into you. Yes, yeah. If, for example, you're welcome to watch the show, enjoy it. April Fools, yes, indeed. If you do have questions or comments, or if you want, there's many other YouTube channels that are very good out there as well. For example, if I saw someone talking about the metals. One of the guys that I really enjoy about the metals, he's done many interviews on YouTube. Andy Sheckman. If you're either looking at the gold, silver, stuff like that, he explains things pretty well sometimes. But yeah, if you want. For example, you can send me a message if you want and ask about other educational channels or books, things like that. If you want, no problem. And do you believe in Jesus? Let's see. Yeah. Actually, my contact is right behind me, Fia. If you want to, that's my WhatsApp. If you want, bum bum bum. And I am KNT. Seriously, good. Okay, cool. Anyway, there's that. Enjoy the show. Feel free to contact me if you want. And is it a yes? Dun, dun, dun. All right, here we go. Greetings. Welcome, Bridget. Hello. Carmen, welcome. All right, we're going to break down Oracle here in just a moment. Let's see if I can get my charts to, there we go. All right, yes, Oracle, not having the best of days, as you can see. See, looking right here at the, here's the RSI. This is the relative strength index right here. One thing I'll quickly point out before I move on, this is your 70 line right there. This is your 30 line. The 70 line is your overbought, 30 line is oversold. But what I want to point out is that those are just guides because they can go way overbought, as you see here, and way overbought here before they ever market correct and come down. That's just a common guidepost to say, hey, it's getting pretty high. And the 30 line is a common guidepost to say, hey, it's getting pretty low. So it's just something to be aware of. Carmen, be great, hello. That's the RSI. I think US operation actually happens in about a month's time. Let's see, I make prediction on stock market. Got it. Okay, good. Yeah, welcome. Good vibes, everyone. Again, on this channel, it's more just informational, educational, because the algorithm on here will actually ding me or even restrict me if I make any recommendations or predictions, things like that. So that's why I can't say, what my specific, thoughts are so much, but I can get more detailed. If you want to, you can send me a message and I can get more detailed with you that way. But on the live stream, the algorithm is pretty tight, actually. Yeah. But here we go. I know that's not the answer that many of you want to hear, but that's just the way it is on this platform. So that's the RSI. Again, just a little brief introduction here to the MACD, moving average convergence divergence. For example, you will see here that when the blue line, the MACD line, crosses the red signal line right there, it's for example, you have upwards price chart, crosses going up, and then also I'm Jacob, greetings, welcome. Good stuff, man, good stuff. Welcome to the channel, everything US markets and US headlines. If there's a ticker you want, Jacob, just let me know. Also, and the reverse is true. When the blue MACD line crosses the signal line going down, you're gonna have a downward chart pattern, just like you see right here. It's going down right there. Again, of course, it's much more complicated than that. That's just the brief overview. If you want more information on that, let me know. But that's that. Let's see the gas price. Yes, indeed. Can you pay for my tuition? Josh G's, this is not a sales channel. This is an educational channel. Sorry you feel that way. We're not really here to sell anything, but hope you're having a good day, Josh G's, and keep your sense of humor. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, again, if you have questions or comments, feel free to ask, but this is not your normal sales channel. We're not here to make recommendations, etc. Just breaking this down. I'm breaking down Oracle because it was in the news. And let me show you some chart patterns now to start with. Let's go right up here. For example, here we go. Sometimes you have to adjust the timing. My time's on 1 day right now. If you zoom in, zoom out, you will see different patterns start to emerge as I'm trying to show you right here. For example, and you push this one in, out. Let's go right over here. For example, let's go right over here. And let me erase some of these arrows for you. And sometimes they're just not easy to see. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, for example, here's one. You'll see it's do this and it emerges more. For example, right here, here's your here's your head, and here's your left shoulder, here's your right shoulder. It's a very, very small one. And then there's your neckline. And the head and shoulders is the breakout goes down. Again, I don't make the names for these. This is not a shampoo commercial. That's just the name. Bono, greetings and welcome. Julian, hello. Carmen, be great. Let's see. All investments have risks, and good luck to all investors. Sincerely. Yeah. Again, you're just here for information, and if you want more than that, send me a message because I can't do that on the live algorithm. Warren Buffett has all his wealth in cash at the moment. I heard we'll buy stock soon. Yes, I've heard the same thing. Oracle is owned by Ellison. Stock market up. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Good question. Who owns Oracle? Yes, to your question, I just looked it up. Oracle, Larry Ellison is the co-founder, executive chairman, and chief technical officer of Oracle. Yeah. He founded the company in 1977, served as CEO until 2014, and remains its largest shareholder, owning over 40% of the company. So, cheese, there you go. There's your answer to that. Yeah, good question. And yeah, Oracle. What will Trump stop looking? Yeah, Richard 123. Yes, I know what you mean. Good question. I don't know why you hate him. Yeah, you like capitalism. Well, that's the end result, guys. Who couldn't care less about the world affairs? He cares about money. Agent Smith. For example, I wonder if capitalism has changed over the years. Because here's my question. I wonder if capitalism used to be different many years ago and has just changed over the years. They still call it capitalism, but I think the concept has actually changed from what it used to be. Maybe not. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with your comment. I'm just adding a little bit of dialogue to it. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Last time was over 300. Last 2 weeks was about 150. Yeah. You look like I look like Batman. Right? Habitual 3. I'll take it. Dun dun dun. Here we go. Dun dun dun. All right, here we go. All right, and let's move on. Let's see if I can find some more fun chart patterns for you right here. Yeah, keep in mind that actually these chart patterns, for example, I showed you the head and shoulders. There's also the reverse. So for example, right here, here's your reverse. There's your left shoulder, the right shoulder, here's your head, and then there's your neckline. And you can see the reverse head and shoulders goes up. And the normal head and shoulders goes down right there, just to see some chart patterns in case you're curious about those. And again, zoom in, zoom out, and you'll see them more. What's a good stock to buy now? At 666, day 5 weeks. Again, I don't make recommendations on here, but I can take you through. If you have a particular company you want to look at and break down, I can do that. If you want more insights about things that I'm thinking about, you can always feel free to contact me. But on the live stream, I can't actually make recommendations or suggestions like that. I know it's pretty inconvenient, but that's just the way it is because of the algorithm. Okay, and here we go. Here's another one of your reverse head, left shoulder, right shoulder, neckline breakout, and it goes up. Okay, again, just give you an idea right here. And that's Oracle. We can do more chart patterns on other tickers later on as we go. I just wanted to introduce you to a couple right now. And then getting back here, as you'll see right here, when you have more price action, like up here, you have more trade volume. As you see, these are the trade volume bars. More price action, more trade volume right there. Andy B, hello, greetings. Lily, welcome. And so, for example, right now, let's see, Stargate. Yeah, Oracle is also pushing AI with its Stargate project alongside OpenAI, expanding data centers, including Abilene, Texas. Yeah, volume right now is at 24.4 million. Market cap is at 423.1 billion. And right here, dun dun dun. Come on, there's the earnings. Dun dun dun. Silver price, it's lower than Patriot Watcher. I share your same sentiment. Silver price, we're gonna get into that. Also, silver just had its worst month in 15 years, dropping 19.7%. It is manipulated and it's lower than it should be. Correct. Give me your thoughts, Patriot Watcher, of the future of silver, because it's both money and industrial metal. I'd be curious to see what you'd say about that. Yeah, let me know. And then let's see, losing, closing, I'll ask Nancy Pelosi, shoot me. I'll ask Nancy Pelosi. Good vibes. Hanks is making bank now. Yes. I've heard that too. B Pod 7378, Lay Ran 82, hello. Let's see, Rich 123, Bitcoin not a good time to buy right now, not yet. Invest in silver now. Yes, you're talking to a silver and a gold bug, so I'm definitely enjoying those comments. I do share some of your same sentiment, Hapa. I see a good future for it, even though it's being manipulated right now. Silver just gained 1%. What are you talking? Agent Smith. Let's see. Hello from Australia. Is investing in pizza pie worth it? 5 things you need to know. Operation on time. Yeah. Let's see. This guy he says silver is not worth investing after. Is not worth it. He says silver is not worth investing. Let's see. Silver, gold, both industrial, inherent value. Copper too. Yeah, copper too. I got you on that one. News trading fun. Are you gonna short all? Well, I do better betting the I do better betting the horses. Got it. Let's see. Spartan, am I in prison? Why would you say that? He's trading in a prison. Yeah. Anyway, here's the earnings. Quarterly, Q3, Q2, Q1 beat the expectations, except for Q1 missed it. But okay, annually, right now, 2024, 2020. Let's see. The last 3 years were good for earnings. They beat the expectations except for 2023. Now let's see how that correlates to some of the profits and revenues right here. Let's see. Annually, 2024 and 2023 beat it. Interestingly, 2023 didn't meet the earnings expectations. 2022 did, and it did have negative operating income. Okay, just a little brief on Oracle there. Again, we're looking them up because again, they just cut thousands on their and their stock is down 25% there. Also, another one we'll look at is Microsoft. Why? Because Microsoft closes on its worst quarter on Wall Street since 2008. On AI concerns, Microsoft lost almost 1/4 of its value in the first 3 months of the year. Its steepest quarterly drop since 2008 financial crisis. Stock plunged 23% in the first quarter. Microsoft remains dominant in the workplace productivity software and through it Windows operating system. Their Copilot, Microsoft's AI assistant, has not yet shown a lot of traction because users are more flocking to Google and OpenAI and Anthropic. Yeah, dun. He's trading. Is this a Jewish channel? It's gonna be the next. Good vibes, good humor, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Microsoft, bang, right here. Let's look them up. Bum. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Looking at Microsoft right here. Microsoft revenue beat the estimates. Personal computing missed top forecast. Yeah, looking here on TradingView, just a little update. Let's see. Dun. Okay, erase this. Okay, again, just a little bit of a brief here. Right, you can see they just had a correction there, and it's also reflected in the RSI. It went all the way down to 21 before correcting, sitting right now at about 34. But yeah, they're not having a very good time right now. Also, for example, if you're looking at Microsoft sitting there at 370, 375, and well, let's go over here to the charts. Dun. Let's see. The deal is okay. What's cooking? Good. What's cooking? Where's Major? Hello. Let's see. 666. Tell me why. Let's see. I mean, interesting comment. Just tell me why. Dun. Okay, here we go. We're gonna adjust this and pull this out. Now, here we go. Looking at a couple of these nice ones that jump out really quick, just to give you an idea. Let me adjust the timing. There we go. See, some of these jump out, some of them don't. Here's your head right here. Here's your left shoulder. Here's your right shoulder. Again, they don't have to be square to be good shoulder lines, neck lines. Jensen, hello, greetings. Here, as you can see, there's your neckline right there. It does break out and go down. And then right over here, bum. Here we go. it's kind of the same thing over here. Dun, dun, dun. And let's see, what do we have down here? Spread this out. Zoom in, zoom out, and what do you see? Again, sometimes it takes a little bit of a magician to have the eyes to see this stuff. They don't always jump out very easily, but yeah, here we go. Trading, is that? Yeah, this is TradingView. Sorry if I didn't say, we're looking at Microsoft on TradingView if you're watching from home. I'm wearing a diaper and I have been sitting in my own. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Now, another one that you can see jump out right here, for example, let me show you another chart pattern that often happens. Right here, for example, comes down to about the same point right there. The sellers come, they lose momentum, the sellers try to take over it, they lose momentum, and the buyers take over. And here, right here in the middle, this is your neckline for your double bottom. It bottoms out twice, and then bang, it goes up. That's your double bottom right there. And then, let's see right here, if you zoom, let me give you a few more here. You zoom, again, zoom out a little bit right here. Yeah, right here, for example, here's your head, here's your left shoulder and your right shoulder, and then there's your neckline right there. And then coming right over here, let's change the timing a little bit on this one. Zoom in, zoom out right here. Yeah, for example, here's another one. Here's your triple bottom right there, and then bang, it goes up right there. So triple bottoms out, the sellers lose momentum, the buyers take over right there. Except my story was true. How do I trade stocks? Got it. It's like 12 years old using chat GPT talking about investment flows. And then let's see. No, I bought Bitcoin for, let's see. I'm gonna send donation to because I know how it feels being. Let's see. Head and shoulders, knees and toes. Yes, Tropico. I don't make the names for these charts. That's what it is. Is this up or top for retail? Is this? Let's see. This is, oh yeah, this is just an educational channel. This is not I'm not here to sell anything. Basically just giving the headlines and some of the chart patterns and some of the earnings and stuff on TradingView here. When they got to try to you ever prove okay. But yeah, let's see. What was it when they were for example? But yeah, if any of you have questions, you can always contact me. That's fine. But right now, this is just an educational channel. Even if I've tried to give out a recommendation or something, the algorithm will ding me. But yeah, that's how that works. Yeah. So if you're interested in chart patterns and stuff, that's kind of what I'm doing. Also, I'll show you some of the analysis with the fundamentals as well. But here, for example, you can see right here. Here's another double bottom right here, and then you have your neckline right there, and bang, it goes up right there. So that's a little bit about Microsoft. Let me go back over here. And Steve, greetings and welcome. Yeah. And right now, again, you'll see trading volume is down from what it could be. Trade volume right here is up, but right now, as you can see, it's down. And for example, trade volume is at 45.2 million. Market cap is at 2.75 trillion. And right here, you'll see that looking at the earnings side, quarterly, Q2, Q1, Q4, beat the expectations. Again, the blue bars, if you're looking at TradingView behind me, the blue bars, that's what's actually recorded. The gray bars is what was expected. And when they beat the expectations, it looks good for the company. Interesting is like buying a lottery ticket. You want to yeah, hear about Celsius falling. Costco realized a new energy drink. Oh, I'm looking at TradingView. You said what website is this? I'm looking at TradingView. Yeah. Going to all Q1 ended. Yes, that's true. Very true. Yeah, good. Okay. And then right here, for example, bang, annually, right now, 2025, 2024. 2024 missed it for expectations. 2023 beat it. 2025 and 2023 beat expectations. 2024 did not. So look right here. Interestingly enough, on Microsoft, if you're looking, for example, at the revenue, the profit and income, all of that is green, positive all the way down, except for net income on 2023 was negative. Yeah, there's that. Musa, hello, greetings and welcome. Holly, hello. And then, okay, that's Microsoft. And again, Microsoft, we were talking about them because they had a very bad quarter. And now let's go to some of the, let's see, some of the software stocks that they talked about as well. Where, for example, software stocks plummeting more than 30% this year. Like, here we go. Let's take a look at this one right here. Atlassian, ServiceNow, Adobe right here. Adobe right here. Okay, right here. Okay, great, thanks. You were gonna make a guess tomorrow will be. I don't make guesses. Trump is supposed to have a presser. Yes, careful looking songs. Yes. Again, education is everything. Shalom from Israel. Greetings and welcome. Good dialogue. Yes. Looking at some of the, just breaking down some of the major headlines right now and some of the companies in the headlines. Again, this is everything U.S. markets and U.S. headlines, not a sales channel, so everybody can relax and breathe. But here we go. RSI right now sitting down here at Adobe, for example, is at 39, as you can see right here. And if you're not up to speed on Adobe, it's a global technology company which engages in the provision, digital marketing, and media solutions. Yeah, there we go. And again, remember when I taught, let's see, this part right in here, 45 to 55 in there, that's the neutral area. So when you see that, you'll often see the price chart basically consolidating or continuing right there. I'll give you an example of that later when I see it. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe I can see it right here. Right here, for example, right in here. Here's an example of consolidation or continuation right there. And you see right here how there's basically a hidden floor, hidden ceiling. There's resistance, there's support, just like there is down here, resistance and support. And that's that. But that's an example of continuation, consolidation. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You can use. Yes, this is literally. Yeah, there was a tap on here and say, gave that out for free. Every share is no less than give up a tither. Yes, Rich, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Anyway, this is Adobe. Now let me give you some other chart patterns, etc. right here. Again, let's see. Again, zoom in and out, change your timing, and you'll be able to see them differently. And right here, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Let me zoom in. Hold on one second. Zoom in, zoom out of this, and then yeah. Oh, there we go. This is looking better. Yeah. For example, right here, you can kind of see. Here's your head. Here's your shoulders. Right shoulder, and then this is your neckline, and then bang, it goes down just like that. And let me give you a couple more while we're at it. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Yeah, you can see right here how these two, where is it? Basically, these two come down to about the same point, and here's your combined to the same point. There's your double bottom. Here's your neckline, and then there's your neckline breakout right there. Yeah, and then coming over here, I have a naked gun. Still in all done. Okay, and then here we go. Let me show you a couple other ones. Again, these things are not always easy to see. You have to have the eye for it. Right. Hold on 1 second. Here's another nice one. This one shows up a little bit better. Again, they don't always show up very easily. Here's your head right here, left shoulder, right shoulder, and then there's your neckline right there. And dun, dun, dun. Let me see if I can get another one. Okay, well, that's enough for now. Let's go ahead and go on. I just wanted to show you that because that's one of the software stocks that's taking a beating right now. Over here we go. And yeah, as you can see, it's actually down, down, down. And then right here, bum, 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 it's sitting down here. Yeah. Again, there's less action. When there's more price action right there, you see more trading volume right there. Less price action, less trading volume. And right now for Adobe, the volume is at 4.5 million and market cap is at 98.2 billion. Let's go here to earnings. Right here, earnings side, quarterly, Q1, Q4, and Q3. Okay, all beat expectations. And annually, dun, dun, dun. Joe, greetings, welcome, welcome. Sorry I missed your message there. Daisy, hello, welcome. If you're wondering what you just walked into, this is everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, and we're just breaking down some of the tickers here on TradingView. Joe, WAD, let's see, WAD, okay. Joe, was that a ticker symbol? Did you have a question about a ticker? Let me know. Let's see. And thank you very much for the likes. I appreciate that. If you have a ticker, just drop it in the comments. Say hello. Let's see. Stock market was up. Dun, dun, dun. Either ways of making guaranteed profit when oil is beating our pockets. Yes. Moses, that's a complicated question. It's not a yes or no. Again, education is the key. Yeah, if you want to know, let's see. If you want some more information about education or some other channels and suggestions to look at, I'm happy to give you those. But yeah, definitely keep getting educated, etc. Yeah. Get a bunch of yeah, interesting comments. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, here we are. 1 second. Finishing up with Adobe right here. Earnings again. For annually, 2025 beat it. 2024 beat it. 2023 also beat it. But let's look here at the statements. Actually, interestingly enough, statements. Let's see. Hey Joe, yeah, I'm also on YouTube as well. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, but thanks for asking. Yeah, 2025, 2024, and 2023 all looking good for revenue, profit, and income at the moment. We can also take another look at. Here's another one I get asked about sometimes is ServiceNow. ServiceNow. For those of you who might be curious, ServiceNow, yeah, their shares have plunged about 31% year to date after a weak first quarter. ServiceNow engages in the provision of an end-to-end workflow automation platform for digital businesses. Its now platform is cloud-based solution embedded with AI and machine learning. Yeah, that's that ServiceNow. Okay, and as you can see, yeah, ServiceNow is not having the best of times either. Done. Yeah, 1 second. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, greetings. I don't need a car now. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. Yeah. Fires on Southeast Asia are all present for heavy crude. Yes. Let's see. I am to invest. Dun. Yeah. I'm gonna start walking. Yes, Rich. I like that comment. Good vibes. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Now looking right here, your RSI is sitting right here at about 41. Dun, dun, dun. Pretty neutral, but you can see right here, it's actually very, very volatile at the moment. Now, one of the chart patterns I can show you right here, here's your double bottom. You can see right there, bang, a double bottom, and that pushed it up right there. And here's your neckline breakout right there. And then right here, you can, like I said, the RSI, relative strength index, can go way oversold before it ever actually market corrects. Dun, dun, dun. And then let's go up here. Let's find a couple more charts to look at, because these things, there we go. Push this one. Yeah. Zoom in, zoom out a little bit. You'll see them emerge. Here we go. There's that. Oh yeah, here. If you zoom in, zoom out, you'll see right here, here's a small one. Again, right here, double bottom. Here's your neckline breakout right here. Bang. There's that one. And then right over here. Yeah, for example, here, it doesn't, this one is kind of awkward, but here's your head, and then here's your left shoulder, and then right shoulder over here. Yes. Then there's your neckline breakout going down right there. And let's see if I can, again, if you change the timing, zoom in, zoom out, you'll see different ones appear. And they're not always easy to see, that's for sure. But zoom in, zoom out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, and they don't always break out that much. For example, here's one right here. Here's the head. Here's your left shoulder, and here's your right shoulder right there. Yeah. Let's see. Charles Perry knows they say the house always wins. Also, could be. Hello, greetings. Will the entire world leave the U.S. for good? Price of oil is out of control. Yeah. Yes. You are extra. Well, thank you very much. Yes. Okay. Yes, you can if you want. No problem. Yes, good vibes. Let's see. And yes. No. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Michael Mack, greetings, hello. Okay, that's enough with that chart patterns. Let's go right over here. Dun. And right. Let's go over here. There we go. Now, going back here to today, right now, this is again service now. Just we're looking at this one because it's down 30% basically for the year. And right now, I wanted to give you an update about them. Yeah, 30% year to date. And let's look here. Volume right now is at 16.82. Again, if you look at the volume side right here, when there's more price action, you see more volume, less price action, you see less volume. The volume is at 16.82. Market cap is 109.3 billion. And let's go here to the earnings side of it right here. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed the comment. Yeah, I thought I said yes. Yeah, from the U.S. for sure, definitely. Investment. Okay, join the Congress to 100% win the game. Yeah. Okay, service now quarterly, Q4, Q3, and Q2. As you can see, they beat the expectations for quarterly part. Now annually, 2025, 2024, 2023, actually all 3 years they either beat the expectations or equaled it. Let's see how that looks in the revenue, profit, and income side. Interestingly enough, the last 3 years, the revenue, profit, and income, all green, all positive, looking good, except for 2024 had negative net income, and that was ServiceNow. Again, somebody recently asked me about silver. Well, yeah, it is. Someone said, is silver manipulated? And I said, I agree. Silver just had, again, looking at the headline here, silver just had its worst month in 15 months. But again, it dropped 19.7% as investors took profits from the surge and the price decline. It was actually the steepest in September 2011. There's many reasons for that. War won't over maybe. Yes. This subtle humor is appreciated. Got it. So here, just a little bit about silver. I thought I would share this right here since we're talking about silver. Right now it's at 74.26. I think that's up right now. Actually, every day it rebounds just a little bit, I think. And let me take a look here at one of the silver stocks, silver mining stocks, US silver, silver mining stock. For example, this could be, yeah, there's Hecla, Pan American. Let's take a look at Pan American, yeah, PAAS. Let's do that, PAAS. Let's see how, yeah, for example, I just wanted to see, you thought it was a breakout. Turns out it was your last supper with your, here we go. So for example, right now, the price of the metal is going up a little bit. You can see also the price of the stock is going up a little bit. It's interesting how that correlates pretty directly like that. Right now, RSI is sitting here at 50, super neutral. And let's see if I can give you a couple of patterns on this. But yeah, look at how interestingly, as supposedly the war escalates or de-escalates, that correlates with the value of oil, which correlates with the value of the dollar, which correlates also with the value of the metals. Interesting, right? How much a car for Psycho Nuggets? I got the originals. Sorry, Nuggets. A little no time. How many? No cash to invest. Got it. Yeah. And again, if I go through any of this too fast, or if you have a certain question, you can always contact me and ask me more questions if you want. There is that option. But let me look right over here. Here, for example, again, one chart pattern that jumps out right here is there's a lot of these sometimes. A lot of heads and shoulders and a lot of double bottoms and double tops. Let's give you something else over here. And again, if you zoom in, zoom out, change the timing, you'll see these better. Here we go. Bring this down right over here. Yeah. Oh, here we go. You can kind of see this one right here. Bang. Here's your reverse. Here's your reverse head. Here's that shoulder, and there's that shoulder right there. There's that neckline right there. Yeah. And dun dun dun. And again, some of these have the chart patterns, but they don't break out much. Oh, here's the interesting one right here. Here's your double bottom, right here, double bottom, comes down to the same point. The sellers bring it down, they lose momentum, and then the buyers take over and break it out right there, right here, yes. And then right over here, let's see if I can give another one, a real example. Dun, dun, dun. Here's one right here. Dun, dun, dun. There, yes. And then right over here, make America healthy again. Yes, as the Easter Bunny, what to invest in, buy energy. There you go. Yeah. Actually, I've got some energy companies I was gonna look up as well, just because that's also in the news. Population on the planet. Jesus, what's these? Your portfolio is still in the tomb next week, waiting for the feel the power of Americans. Yes. Gas goes higher and have to buy a bike. Yes, buy a bike. It has the highest crime rates. We're sort of crazy. Don't even look at the money anymore. Got it. Good. Over here. Here we go. Spread these out. Yeah. Here's, for example, when you're looking at the neckline, sometimes here's your head, here's your left shoulder, right shoulder right there. Yes, there's your neckline. Okay, now that's Pan American silver. Okay, I just wanted to show you them because we were talking about the price of silver, etc., or somebody did, and I just wanted to show you the correlation with the price of the metal actually, and what's going on with the price of the metal, the price of oil, the de-escalation, escalation of the war, that kind of stuff. And so right now, as you can see, there's a pretty direct correlation between those. By gold, the big rally is going to start now. Everyone has taken there. Edmund, I do share some of your same sentiments. You can keep going with that, actually. I'm curious to hear more of your thoughts. Let's see. And then why honest manufacturers is worth, I never invested before. Yes, actually, FOS 1993. Again, it's the other side of the coin. It always depends on what you're looking at. Some things are doing good, some things are doing bad. But yeah, you're right. But FOS 1993. Again, I don't make recommendations on the live stream. But if you're curious, contact me directly, and I can share some information with you as well. Justin Staples, only thing you should put money in is lithium and data mining. Yeah, lithium's an interesting one too. Yes. So yeah, good questions, good insights. Thank you very much, and thank you for the likes. All right, and again, I enjoy the metals. I enjoy the miners too. Hopefully, this is interesting for you guys. Here we go. Volume right now is at 5.7 million, and then market cap is at 23 billion for Pan American Silver. And right here, I don't know how to contact outside the street. Oh, FOS. Right behind me is my contact. If you want, just send me a WhatsApp. If you want, I can give you some more information. But here you go. Oh, let's see. O2D2. Hello. Greetings. Quarterly from Pan American Silver. Again, the earnings side, last quarter, Q4 beat it, Q3 just missed it, Q2 also beat it. And then if you go here to annual earnings side, 2025 beat it, 2024 missed it, 2023 actually also missed it. So annually, 2023 and 2024 missed it, 2025 beat it. Let's see how that compares over here with the revenue. Okay, 2020, actually, interestingly enough, all the last 3 years, the revenue, profit, income were strong. Yeah, interesting. Happy Easter. Go. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Justin, interesting what you say. It's gonna be all crash. Could be. Yeah, I just ran this. Yeah. That's it. Me where the money go for my class. I traded a class when I tell people basically don't invest in you're screwed. Interesting. Got it. Okay, so there's Pan American Silver. I thought we'd do one more. Also, let's do this one. Since we're talking about gold as well, let's do Freeport McMoran. That's an interesting one as well. Here we go. Here's Freeport. Got it. Interesting. Yeah, again, like I said, as again with the de-escalation, escalation, etc., you can see right here, this is Freeport. Just to give you, in case you're not familiar, Freeport engages in the mining of copper, gold, and molybdenum, operates in North America, copper mines, South America as well, Indonesia. But here, I thought I just show this to you as well. Again, as the metals rebound a little bit, so do the miners. In fact, right now it's sitting here, RSI is sitting here at 50. Thanks for the likes. Gold and silver will go up due to the process of production due to, yes, actually, Justin Staples, I share your sentiment. Again, yes, like for example, silver is very industrial. Even every time something goes boom, there's also silver used in that as well, the Department of Defense. And then also everything electronics, everything solar, yes. You're missing among the mining and West Red Lake gold pop to the upside. Okay, let's see. Copper. Copper and gold undervalued. That is not going to be a wise investment, and everything else is total gamble right now. Yes, Edmund, I share some of your sentiment. Countries will stabilize their own. Yes, okay. Will be the process of production due to. Yes. I like palladium make a comeback. Yeah, I share many of the sentiments. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so here's Freeport McMoran, and as you can see, there's a direct correlation with what's going on. And right now, let me bring this down. this looks, for example, here we go. Interesting what this chart is doing. Let me bring this over here. Again, it's not always easy. Well, here's one. Here's your double right here. Here's your double bottom right here. Bang, bang. And then this one shoots up right there. There's your double bottom. Let me see if I can find a more interesting one for you. I think copper is quite manageable. I don't know why. So I think usually guys would apply to anticipate. Yes. Yeah, here we go. And then also right here. Let me pull this out. For example, yes, kind of again kind of a hunched over neckline, but there's your shoulder right there. Kind of a diagonal neckline, but that's just the way it goes. They're not always straight for sure. And then right over here, get you a better one. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, here's one. For sure, this one jumps out right here. Here's your head, here's another shoulder, there's another shoulder right there. Bang, and this one really has a nice breakout line you can see right there. And then right here, what pushes it back up. If you see this, here's your double bottom. They come down to the same point right there. The sellers lose momentum. And then there's the neckline right there in the middle. Dun, dun, dun. Lalo, hello, hello. So here's your neckline right there. And then here's your breakout right there. Good. And then if we go right over here, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, some of these are much easier to see than others. Here we go. I'll try to give you here's another pattern right there, etc. There you go. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you this chart since we're talking about the metals and how the chart correlates with what's going on right now as well. Again, you can see the rebound right now, and yeah, the more, for example, again, the more trade volume, the more price action you can see. Less trade volume. Volume right now is at 18.8 million. Market cap is at 84.4 billion. And going here to quarterly, Q4, Q3, Q2, beat expectations. Let's see if I did cover mines coming online anytime soon. Yes, Edmund, I think I've read the same information. Do you follow Charles? Let's see. 666. No, but I think I've heard that name before. It just sounds very familiar. Please check if RBLX is still RBLX. Let's see. Take a look here. RBLX. Roblox. Oh yeah. I know what I heard about that recently too. Got it. Looking for defense contractors that are going public. Would invest in. Oh yeah, actually, Justin Staples. Hold on one second, right here. Let me look at where is it? I saw it here. If you look at right behind me, I've seen an article like that. Anduril is investing big into Ohio, right? Justin. Okay, I'll get my head out of the way. Right here, if you look, Anduril Industries expanded. It chose Ohio by a mix of public-private partnerships. Sierra Nevada company, aviation, defense technology conducted, etc. Justin Staples, good thoughts on that. Better not invest in more. Yeah. Yes, I got your War Wiz Rizu. I got your RBLX coming up right now in just a moment. And see, Toddy, hello. Don't buy defense, everyone does. It's overvalued. Okay. Justin, but yeah, here I saw this as well. Anduril in Ohio. Ohio has invested more than $16 billion annually in science and engineering research and development facilities, partnerships, and is home to nearly 139 billion manufacturing industry. 2025, the state was also home to the nation's third largest manufacturing workforce and ranked 7th in the US for aerospace and defense jobs. And that's Ohio. It says that's why companies like Anduril have come to the state. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way, Justin, but anyway, Anduril is set to begin production at Arsenal 1, a 5 million square foot advanced manufacturing campus by the first half of 2026. The project is forecasted to bring more than 4,000 jobs to Ohio by 2035, which could make it the largest single job creation project in Ohio's history. So there you are, Justin. Thanks for bringing that up. It's shrimp farms, Olympic US GDP, optical antenna, LMT. Okay, just started Lucky Martin. I know a little about. Okay, good. Done. Got it. Thanks, Justin. It's and drill. Okay, optical antenna. Yeah. Thank you for the correction. And drill. There you go. Anyway, I saw that as well. LMT, optical antenna, LMT. Okay, here's LMT, LMT, Lockheed Martin. Yeah, okay, I'll look at them next. Give me one moment. I was asked here about Roblox. Here we go. Okay, again, just a little update about Roblox for those of you who aren't aware. Roblox engages the provision of online gambling services. Its platform consists of client Roblox Studio, basically online gambling that allow users to explore 3D digital worlds. Tool set that allows developers to create and build, publish. Okay, online gambling, interesting. Let's go here. Dun dun dun. Okay, let's see. For the person that asked about Roblox, tell me a little bit more about. Let's see. Where's the that asked it? Oh, is it overbought or still getting? Okay, that's the question. Okay, to answer your question a little bit better, looking down here at the RSI relative strength index, right here. It just actually market corrected. It was sitting at what was it? It was at 20. It was at 31 yesterday, and now it's sitting up here at what is it? 40, 42 almost. Yeah. So it's at 42 right now. Let me make sure I'm giving you the right. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it's sitting at 42 right now. I'm just sharing the information, not giving any recommendations, but you asked about it, here it is. It just market corrected, and you can kind of see that. Let me zoom in on this right here. Hold on, you asked about Roblox. Here it is right here. Here's Roblox right here. You can see the rebound, I should say, that's a better term. Here, right here in the RSA, there's the rebound right there. Yeah, so to answer your question, hope that answers your question about Roblox. By drilling companies, Gulf states are going to have to re-drill a lot of their energy fields, and the wells stop flowing. Okay, you're welcome. Yeah. Brookfield Corporation. Let me check this one out. Brookfield. Okay, we'll get to that one next. I was asked about, just take a look here at Lockheed Martin real fast for the person that asked about that. And again, most people know, but for those who don't, Lockheed is a global security and aerospace company, engages in the research, design, development, manufacture, integration, and sustainment technology systems, etc. Very famous company. Right here, RSI sitting here at 38, 39, almost 40, basically. Right there, yeah, 39. And then let's see, what is it right now? They're at 604. Yeah, and you can see they recently had some trade volume right there. Okay, let me see if I can get you some interesting chart patterns on this one. Thank you. You're welcome. Zidani, I'll get you your Brookfield in just a moment. Got it. Nigel, can you give me a ticker, please? Yeah. Here we go. And this looks like it's winding up to be. Here's one chart pattern that I'm looking at. Here's your head right here, and looking like a left shoulder and a right shoulder right there. And yes. So again, if this is turning out to be the head and shoulders, this is actually doing what it's supposed to do, which is go down, because there would be the neckline. But yeah, so I would watch that, interestingly enough. And let me see if I can give you another chart pattern here. Here we go. Break this out a little bit. Here. Oh, here we go. Here's the reverse. By the way, here's your head right here. Then here's your left shoulder. Here's your right shoulder. There's your neckline. Bang. Let's break it out and go that way. And then, yeah, the same is true over. Let's see. Make sure I get this Yeah, here we are. Zoom. Here we go. Same is true here. Here's your head, and then here's your left, your right. There you go. And then that goes that way. Yeah. So that's Lockheed Martin. Just a couple patterns there. Okay, let's go over here. Dun dun dun. Yeah. Right down here. As you can see, there's less price action right now, so there's less trade volume right here. And okay, so volume right now is sitting here at 1.3 million, market capitalization 139 billion. And let's go down here to the earnings. Dun dun dun. Not even spam. He even respond to big pause. Let's keep it friendly, guys. Good luck, boys. I've made my money. Don't get greedy. Godspeed. Justin Staples. I like it. Yeah, it's good vibes, everyone. Let's see. Let's see. If you're feeling, can exit from more machines soon. Stock question buying and selling. According to buying stocks, please tell me what you know. Again, Donna, good question, but again, on this channel, it's just educational. If you have a particular stock or a particular ticker you want me to analyze or look at, feel free to let me know. But as far as like that specific stuff, you would contact me outside the stream, because if I answer that, again, the algorithm will pick it up as sales or suggestion, and it'll actually restrict or ding the channel. I know that's not the answer you want, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, you don't make money in stocks unless you're interested. Otherwise, it's a retirement fund. Yes. Anyway, so that's that, Donna. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can contact me and specifically ask for more insights or more information. That's fine. But otherwise, that's what this channel is about: purely data, informational, etc. But yeah. Anyway, let's see, Stanley. You go over Humac. Okay, I'll do that one. Let's see. 1 second. Okay. Lockheed Martin quarterly Q4 just missed the expectations. Q3 beat it. Q2 missed it for sure. Annually, Lockheed Martin missed the annual expectations. Last 2 years, 2023, they beat it. Interestingly, wow, okay, 2025 was the only year where they had good revenue, profit, and income, but also the net income was negative. 2024, yes, everything was negative except for total revenue. That was good. 2023, good revenue, good total revenue, and also good net income. Okay, that's Lockheed Martin. 1 second, let's go back here. Humac. Humasite, yeah, Humasite, yes. Give me 1 second. You should get a bunch of people together. No. I have also found insider trading doing more than conventional. Yeah, it could be. Do you invest? No. Would you like to? Would you recommend invest for long term? Yeah, Zane. Again, if you're just jumping on here, contact me outside the channel, because if I answer things like that during the live stream, the algorithm will ding me or restrict it, because I can't answer recommendation questions on the live stream. Invest in drones. Yeah, whoever's invest in drones. I have a ticker here for a drone. I forget what it was. A drone company I was going to look at, because yeah, that's one of the ones that recently has gone up. Yes, cool. All right, there you go. All right, let's look at this one, Humasite. We'll look at, somebody asked me about Brookfield first. Let's do Brookfield, then Humasite. So here we go on, let's see, let's see. Jess, greetings, hello. Welcome. Everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, breaking down some of the tickers in the headlines. So Brookfield right here, for those of you who may not know, engages in the management of public and private investment products and services, operates through business segments, asset management, wealth solutions, renewable power, and transition infrastructure. Interesting. Okay, let's go over here. Brookfield. So right now, it just rebounded, and here we go. 46 RSI, very, very neutral. And then let me put this up here. Put the chart right here. Okay. And yeah, as you can see, basically at the moment, just doing some small consolidation right here. And let me see if I can give you a couple patterns really quick. Bum, bum, bum. Let me adjust this a little bit. Again, patterns are not always easy to see, but here's your, if I'm looking at this correctly, maybe I'm not. But this looks like, for example, dun, dun. It's hard to see that. There we go. Here's one that jumps out. Here's your head right here. Left shoulder, right shoulder. But again, this one doesn't break out. And actually, let me show you. This looks almost like a little bit. You see how right in here on the RSI, it's pretty much staying in the neutral area. That's kind of what you see also in here in the chart pattern as well. I just wanted to show you that because it's interesting how that correlates. And then right over here, let me show you. Where is it? Here. Bring this down right here. Then you can see. How much equipment performance management? Okay, here's this one right here, for example. Here's your, if you look right here, here's your reverse head, and then left shoulder, right shoulder right there, and that one goes up right there. Yeah, again, sometimes it takes a different way to look at it. And then right here, where is this? Oh, anyway, that's Brookfield Corporation. That's a couple chart patterns. Let's go ahead and move on so we can get to the other questions. But you'll notice right here, again, recently you have more trade volume. And right now the volume is at 6.34 million. Market cap is at 99.14 billion. And as we go here, quarterly, Brookfield, here's your quarterly. Q4 beat it, Q3 missed it, Q2 beat it, but annually 2025 missed the expectations. However, 2024 and 2023 beat the expectations. Statements wise, so 2023, 2024, interestingly enough, 2023 had good revenue, 2024 and 2025 had negative revenue. Also, 2023 negative net income, same with 2024. 2025 had positive net income. Interesting how that works out. Yeah, that's Brookfield. And then someone asked me about Humasite. Okay, let's take a look here. I think they're going to become, got it. Yeah. Again, you guys are all welcome to share your insights and thoughts. Thank you for sharing. Okay, now Humasite. I was asked about this. Here we go. Engages in the business of developing and manufacturing off-the-shelf, universally implantable, bioengineered human tissues, advanced tissue constructs, and organ systems with the goal of improving the lives of patients and transforming. Interesting. Okay, here we go. There's that right there. And let's see. Okay, Humasite right now. Let me put this right here. Yeah, RSI just rebounding a little bit from being oversold at 27. Now they're up to 30 basically. But again, slight rebound. You can see that in the price chart right here. Let me give you some chart patterns. Here's one I'll show you. This is kind of cool. Right here, again, in the RSI, you basically see it hanging around the neutral area right there. And that corresponds, you can kind of see that in the price chart right here. Here's your hidden ceiling and then kind of a hidden floor, resistance support, if you want to call it that right there. Resistance support, consolidation, continuation. And let's go right here. And then right over here. Oh, here's one. Okay, again, right here, they both come down to the same level right there. And you can see here's the neckline for the double bottom, and then bang, it breaks out right there. So there's your double bottom neckline breakout. And right here. And then let's see. Basically here, you can kind of see, not always easy to see, but spread these out right here. And here's your head, and then here's your left shoulder, your right shoulder, there's your neckline, and then also, let's see if I can give you another one. Same thing right yeah, here's the head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Yeah, there you go. If you have other tickers, feel free to drop them in the comments. Yeah. And if you find the information useful or interesting, you can also feel free to let me know. I hope I'm being of benefit to you. And let me give you another one. Here we go. Zoom in, zoom out a little bit. Yeah, here, and then there will show up more right here. Reverse, there's your left shoulder, right shoulder, there's your breakout right there. And here we go. Let's see if I, oh, here's one. Again, you kind of got to adjust these, and then you'll see them. Yeah, here's your reverse, left shoulder, right shoulder, there it goes, boom. So that's humusite, just a couple chart patterns with that. Let's go on now. If you have more questions about chart patterns or indicators, etc., you can always contact me to learn more if you want. If you don't want, that's okay too. Here we go. And you'll see again right here a direct correlation between price action and then trade volume right there. And volume is at 7.1 million, market cap is at 134 million, and right here, quarterly, Q4, Q3, Q2. Okay, Q4 equaled the expectations, even though it was negative expectations, it was equal. And then right here, Q3 missed the expectations. Oh, no, Q3 actually beat it because it was less negative than it was expected to be. So it beat the earnings expectations. Q2, however, was more negative than it should have been. So it missed the expectations. Annually, again, humusite 2025 actually beat the expectations because it was less negative than it was supposed to be. I put here, one more Ocean Power. Stanley, no problem. Happy to help. 2024 also beat it because it was less negative than it was supposed to be. And 2023 missed it because it was more negative. So 2024 and 2025 beat expectations. 2023 missed it. So humusite, here you go. Again, yeah, let's take a look over here. But let's see. Is trading. Basically, Stanley, OPTT. Okay. Ocean Power Technology. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Okay, thanks for the recommendation on this. Ocean Power Technologies engages in commercializing proprietary systems that generate electricity predominantly by harnessing the renewable energy of the ocean waves. Cool. Let's go with this right here. Okay, and then right here, as you can see, notice the correlation here in the RSI and the price chart right here. Basically pretty neutral, except for that one little spike right there. And the same thing over here, right in here with this. Stays very neutral in that range right there. Now let me see if I can actually pull some of this out right here. Hold on one second. They gotta make it difficult, right? Oh, anyway, it's hard to find. Oh, here's one. Here's the nice double bottom. Bang. You can see here's the neckline. Here's the double bottom, and then here this one, bang, jumps up. Yeah, there's the double bottom for that one. Again, this is Ocean Power Technologies. Let's see, and hold on, let me adjust this a little bit. And again, you have some of these chart patterns don't have breakouts, so they're not very interesting. Okay, let's go right over here. Let's see, right now, yeah, sitting, not much trade volume right now. Volume right now is at 4.8 million, and market cap is at 79 million. And go here to, again, quarterly Q3, Q2, Q1 actually missed the expectations, way negative than they should have been, or way negative than they were expected to be. Jim Song, greetings, hello, hello. And let's see, 2024. Let's go here to, let's see, annually, yeah. Well, okay, Ocean Power total revenue, for example, 2022, 2023, and 2024, that was all positive and good. Also, gross profit was good in 2022 and 2023, but negative in 2024. Operating income, yeah. So 2022 and 2023 were much worse for operating income and net income than they were in 2024. There's that. But yeah, okay. Yeah, let me know if you have another one. Hope that was helpful to you. Let's go another one. For example, we were looking at gold and silver. Let's go now to oil, because I know that's another big one. For example, right here, what was the headline? Oil prices plunged below $100. Now, was it West Texas Intermediate dropped 3.5%? U.S. crude dropped to 97.79 a barrel. Brent dropped 4.8% to 98.56 a barrel. And yeah, I thought that, here we go. Again, you can see how as soon as oil drops, that the inverse happens with the metals and the miners, yeah? And then right here, also, the global oil benchmark, yeah, it says Brent, the global oil benchmark, surged more than 60% last month. Its strongest rally dating back to 1988. But yeah, let's take a look here at Exxon. Here we go. Oh, no, here's what I wanted to show you. We can do Exxon or Chevron if you want, but I wanted to show you this one because, what is it? Here's in my notes here. Yeah, this one, Magnolia Oil and Gas, MGY. Actually, I thought this was interesting because I saw this and it's Magnolia MGY jumped up 46% in the last 3 months. And that's what I wanted to bring it to your attention for, because it's not one of the ones that gets a lot of attention, but it could be an interesting one. So again, Magnolia Oil and Gas, and right now, just to give you, what is it? Engages in the acquisition, development, and exploration and production of oil and natural gas properties, formations in South Texas, basically, but yeah, just to bring this to your attention. And yeah, right here you can see there's a small correction, as you can tell, because again, oil just dropped, so there's going to be a correction, and you can see that right here also in the RSI, right? Bang, as soon as there's a corrections happen just like that. But yeah, 46% last 3 months. Let me go over here a little bit, see if I can open this up to get some better. There we go. Right here. Oh, here we go. This looks like it opens up right here. So here is your here's your reverse head, kind of a left shoulder here, right shoulder there. There's your neckline, bang. And then let's go right over here. Let's see. Let me try to, again, sometimes they're not always very easy to see. Oh, here's one. For example, right here, there's your double bottom right there with your neckline breakout going up right there. Oh, a lot of money. Yes. I can't recommend. You're talking about potential momentum on DNN. Okay, let's do that. Okay, here we go. DNN. Denison Mines. Oh, interesting. Thanks for bringing this up. Denison Mines. Denizen Mines engages in the exploration and development of uranium. The firm has interests in the Midwest Project, McLean Lake, and Waterbury Lake, headquartered in Toronto, Canada. Okay, Denizen Mines. Here's what I can do. I'll break it down for you. I got your message there. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Got it. I'll look at it after the live stream is over. Let's see. Agromo. This is everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, and yeah, we're breaking down some of the tickers on TradingView. If you're wondering what the software is, it's TradingView, educational channel. Trying to share some information. If you have questions or comments about a ticker or some kind of a headline, feel free to drop it in the comments. And Zane, thank you very much. Again, I'll check it soon as the stream is over. Thank you. And then here we go. Okay, Denizen right here. RSI just rebounded a little bit and it's sitting at 45, so it's now back to being neutral. Hold on, I want to show this to you in the RSI place right here. Again, RSI is pretty neutral, so we spread this out, and the price chart is also therefore going to be pretty neutral, just for those parts right there. And then let me see if I can get a chart pattern to jump out at me here. Again, not always easy sometimes. Zoom this in. Zoom this out. Oh wait, hold on, right here. This basically, am I seeing this right? I think so. Here's your, nah, maybe not. It's not always easy to see. You have to have a sense of humor with this stuff, because sometimes you think you see a pattern, but it's not there. And some are easier to see than others, that's for darn sure. Okay, here's one that's much easier to see. Since you're looking at Denizen Mines, here's your here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, much easier. There you go. Breaks out right there. There's the easy one. Okay. Let me go here, and yeah, there's more, but I'll take the easy way out. Okay, now right now, again, sitting, you asked about that. Let's see. Let's go here to some of the fundamentals right here. Volume is sitting in there at 51.7. Market cap is at 3.19 billion. And then right here, quarterly Q4 missed it because it's way too negative. Q3 also way too negative. Q2 actually beat earnings expectations and had positive expectations. It is interesting. Got it, there we go. It is interesting. Thank you very much, people. Thank you. I'm glad it's interesting to someone. 2025, again, for the year, 2025, missed it because it's more negative than it should have been. Same thing with 2024. Interesting, 2023, beat the earnings expectations on the year, also in a positive way. So 2023, however, 2023, even though it beat the earnings, again, the revenue, the profit, the income was, the operating income was terrible, but the net income was good overall. Again, 2024, 2025, terrible years for profit income, but they had good revenue and for 2024 and 2025. So that's Denizen Mines. And let's see, just another of uranium. Yeah, so Denizen is uranium. Interesting. Thanks for asking about this, whoever it was. I appreciate it. And let's see. Again, let me push this up. Generally, the miners, let's see. I'm curious how this, I was just curious if there's any correlation with the escalation, de-escalation like there is in the metal miners, but maybe not. Since you asked about this, whoever asked about Denizen mining, is there correlation with this in regards to the escalation? And right now, let me know. Greetings, Hindustani. What do you think of the price? Got it. Let's look at that. Okay, WTI, here we go. And WTI, for those of you who, Brendan, greetings and welcome. Okay, for those of you who may not be aware, WNT Offshore engages in the production, exploration, development, and acquisition of oil and natural gas properties. It focuses its operations in the Gulf of Mexico. Let's see, headquartered in Texas. Yeah, oil and natural gas, why not? And here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. And they are also having a good and then also, yeah, they also had a correction today as well, and you can see that right here in the RSI also. More interested in gold and silver. Yes, around the cabin. I know what you mean. My long term. If I have a small. Accentry 3886. Good question. Again, this is an educational channel, so if you want more insights on that, just send me a message. But on the live stream, I can only break down some of the headlines in the news and some of the tickers on TradingView, because it'll again, the algorithm will ding me about recommendations and suggestions. Let's see. Got it. Okay, around the cabin. Got you. Your question glitch a little. Oh, okay. Your question glitch a little. I didn't hear it. Okay. I just broke it. Did you see me break it down? I asked about DNN. Your question. Let's see. I just broke that. Did you not? I just broke that down here on TradingView. Stanley Little. My question was, for example, Stanley, does there, because it's a uranium mining company, is there a direct correlation with what's going on in Iran, with the escalation, de-escalation, like there is with some of the metal miners? Like when there's a de-escalation, you can see the metal miners change as well. So what? Let's see. Around the cabin, yes, good question. Again, I can't give that out on the live stream. I can just break down some of the information and show you the information. If you want that kind of, yes, okay, thank you, Stanley Little. If you want that information, again, it's not the answer you want to hear, but you have to contact me off the stream, because the algorithm will ding me. Yeah, around. I lost my ass on AMC. Got it, Bruce Douglas. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes. Okay. And thank you, Stanley. Okay, here's WT offshore. Yeah. See, right now they just corrected a little bit right there, and let's see. Let me see if I can give you. Here we go. Here. Come on. Here we go. Yes. Here is. And then right here. Okay, yeah. Right here is your reverse. Yeah, here's your shoulder, There's that right there. And that goes up like that. And then come right over here. Oh, here's one, I think. Nice little pattern as I can see it. Here again, here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder there. And then bring that in. Yeah. Got it. Here we go. And then right here. Yes. This looks like, again, here's your reverse, left shoulder, right shoulder. There's your neckline. Yes. And then let's go right over here. Okay. To wrap this up. Okay. There's a little bit about that. And then let me bring this down. Here we go. Yeah, again, there's a lot of price action here lately. So here we go with the trade volume. And right now the volume is at 14.87 million and market cap's at 507 million. Earnings wise on this one, quarterly Q4 missed it. It was more negative than it should have been. Q3 and Q2 actually beat the expectations. They were negative, but less negative than expected. And then right here, here we go, annually. 1 second. Here we go. Okay, annually, 2025 actually beat expectations because it was less negative. 2024 the same. 2023 missed it. There's that. And then Statements wise annually right here. Okay, wow. Okay. But for revenue, profit, income, and net income, everything was negative the last 3 years for WTI. Yeah, oh, interesting. WTI, everything was negative for revenue, profit, and income. Yeah. Having said that, I'll be. Let's see. If you have questions about tickers or something, let me know. I'll be streaming again later on. But that's the end of the show for now. Thanks for the positive vibes, good questions, etc. And we'll see you later.